The trait that makes you effective is the same one that irritates people. That's not a flaw. That, my friend, is your edge. Your edge is the trait that makes you effective, successful, the one that makes you stand out. But when taken to extremes, it can also cause friction. Your edge is the thing that people notice about you immediately. Directness, intensity, high standards, high performance. That is your advantage, your superpower. It's also the thing that, if left unbalanced, will not only annoy people, it will work against you. Here's where most of us get it wrong. We think the answer is one of extremes. Either lean way into it or tone it way, way down so no one's uncomfortable and zero waves are made. Neither one works because there is no balance. Overuse it and you're that person. Suppress it and you lose your edge, the very thing that makes you exceptional. For me, my edge is candidness and drive. I'm direct, I'm highly driven, I don't dance around the issue. You'll never be left questioning what I think or where I want to go. That is my edge. It has served me well, but it's also got me fired a couple times. Until I learned to balance it. And honestly, it's a work in progress. Probably always will be. There are those who trust and appreciate my honesty and drive. Others bristle and they're uncomfortable with it. Is what it is. But here's the important distinction. Leaning into your edge does not mean using it everywhere, every time without control. Think about it as a very high-powered engine. You have to use it judiciously and you have to understand how to control a powerful engine. And that's where people get it wrong to their own demise. One of my personal pet peeves are the people who say, I don't have a filter. I just say whatever I think and I tell it like it is. That's not honesty. That is a lack of discipline. Not everything that hits your brain needs to be voiced. It's called exercising discretion and having that common sense filter. You know, the one that makes us adults. If something is just hurtful and serves zero purpose other than to just hurt somebody's feelings, zip it. That is not you being forthright, that's you being rude, without merit. So for example, say we're having dinner at a friend's house and she makes something that really is awful. If she asks how I like it, do you think I'm gonna say this sucks? No, of course not. I'll say something to the effect of, this is really nice. Thank you for going to so much trouble to treat us. It's really a treat. I don't need to say, this is horrible, I can't eat it, just to prove that I tell it like it is. And that's the difference that some people never learn. Having edge is not the problem, lacking balance is. You see this at work all the time. You know, there's always that one person who's very quick, very sharp, very decisive. She cuts through the noise, she gets to the point. And when done well, that is incredibly valuable. Everyone relies on that person for candor, for leadership, and for a strong rudder on which way to go. Taken to the extreme, there is another version of that person. She cuts people off, shuts down ideas before they've heard the full concept, and doesn't give anyone else space to speak. And now, instead of being respected, they're avoided like the plague and they annoy the crap out of everyone around them. Same intelligence, same capability, different outcome. The difference is balance. You see this in your personal life too. Most of us have the single friend or the newly single friend with super high standards. Don't get me wrong, super high standards is an asset when balanced. She's selective. She knows exactly what she wants. She does not tolerate men who do not meet her standards, as she shouldn't. But the flip side of that, the non-balanced version, can be overbearing rigidity. No man, no thing is ever quite right. There's always something wrong, something to nitpick, to the extent that people feel that they're constantly being evaluated, and nobody wants to feel that way. And over time, this creates exactly what you would expect: loneliness and distance. Not because her standards are wrong, but because of the way in which they are being applied. Or take someone who is highly driven. In a crisis, they're the one you want. They take the lead, they execute, they get results. Taken to the extreme, they don't have that learned ability to turn it off. So everything is urgent, everything's intense, everything is a 5-alarm fire. And they are flipping exhausting to be around because you can't just ever relax. Same trait, different outcome. So here is the one question for you. What is the one thing about you that gets results but also creates friction? That is your edge. The second question is, are there times or situations where you leaned too hard into it? Or times when you hold back, not leaning into your full power? Because most of us do both, depending on the situation. Like I said, life is always a work in progress. But that is where you actually have leverage, not by changing who you are, but by understanding when to use it and when to dial it back. Because when we learn to control and balance our edge, that is when it is a true superpower. When it's uncontrolled, it becomes a liability. And that, my friends, is the difference between being all of or less than everything that you were meant to be on this earth. Look, knowledge is power, and when we know better, we do better, we fly higher. Okay, ladies, please feel free to share and engage in comments below, and you must be a subscriber in order to comment. That is how we keep it kind and classy on this channel. Have a great week, ladies. I will see you in a couple days, and please take care. Mwah.